How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Justin Collects. I'm a little late to the party, but it's top 10 season. So today I am bringing you my top 10 action figures from this year. Try to double check and make sure that they were all actually released this year. Release dates can be weird on when they come out, when you actually get them and everything. And to be honest, it's pretty hard to remember what came out like all the way back in January and February of last year. It was a full year ago, guys. It's crazy that we're in 2025. But anyway, I'm stealing a page out of my friend Jay's Toy Collection UK's book. You know, doing a top 10. He just takes the camera to the shelves and talks about the figures without having to take them off the shelves. And Jay, I think I'm stealing that from you, my friend, or borrowing. Anyway, let's get into my top 10. And, well, hold on. Disclaimer, this is my top 10. Everyone has different lists. I know, blah, 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 blah. We all collect different stuff, so it's just fun to see, you know, other people's point of views on some of the best figures of 2024. So let's get into it. So starting out at number 10, I of course have to show some love to the Jada Toys Street Fighter line. I honestly didn't really even play a lot of Street Fighter growing up. I was more of like a Mortal Kombat and Tekken kid, you know, growing up as far as fighting games. But when I did play Street Fighter, Guile was always my guy. I don't know why. I guess just like an army guy, kind of, you know, he had his own look. But anyway, Jada, they've knocked it out of the park with everything they've done. And Guile is no different, so he's my favorite Street Fighter character. And in my opinion, one of the best figures they've done so far. Jada goes above and beyond with, you know, including the comb, so you can do this iconic pose. Even having, like a real metal chain for his dog tags. So you have to give Jada the props. That's why Guile is number 10 in my top 10 figures. And coming in at number 9, we're going, you know, staying on the bottom shelf of the display down here. We're going to go with a wrestling figure. We're going to go with the Mattel ringside exclusive Ultimate CM Punk. So this is CM Punk when he won the title at Money in the Bank, blew the iconic kiss goodbye. You know, it comes with the hands to do the kiss, the kissy face. It's just great to be able to recreate that iconic scene. It's really great to just get these mind's eye of like favorite wrestlers from all the different eras. I don't go deep in wrestling. I just want to get like my iconic version of all my favorite wrestlers. So CM Punk was definitely missing from my collection, and to me, this is the best Punk I could ask for. That's why the Mattel ringside exclusive Ultimate CM Punk is my number 9 from 2024. And number 8 of 2024 is Odius from Unparalleled Universe. So he launched his Kickstarter. This is a character he's been trying to get off the ground for a little while now. You know, everything went great for him. The figure came out perfect with all the soft goods. That is a wired soft goods jacket right there. You can pose around. Came with a ton of hands, different heads, and huge shout out to J-Shot and Machu Toy from Between Two Sentinels. I didn't even have to buy this guy. I won it in a giveaway on their channel, so big shout out to them. Thank you so much. I was looking into buying this for myself, and then I didn't have to because I got sent one. So thank you guys, and, you know, great job, Wade. This is an awesome figure. I'm really excited to see what you do going forward with this character and any others you might have cooking. So number 8 is Odius. So going just one cube over, number 7 is over here in kind of my Swords and Sorcery display with, you know, some Savage Crucible, Mythic Legions, and a random Zabu right there. Don't ask why. But number 7, like I said, is a Mythic Legion and is actually that big, beautiful, blue dragon guy back there, a Ragor. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Don't come at me if I'm not. But I absolutely love this figure. The texture, just the, you know, it has some soft goods on its little like tunic, I don't know what you would call it, part of his clothes are soft goods, and just the huge sword he comes with, the flame effect, it's awesome. The jaw articulates. My only gripe about it is the articulation isn't great, but he's a big character, so I can get over it. You know, Mythic Legions are always trying to improve. They do put sculpt first, but they are slowly giving us updated articulation. But this is a beautiful, beautiful figure, and that is why Ragor is my number 7 out of my top figures of 2024. Now, for number 6, we come over to the Power Rangers side of things, and I know what you're thinking. Justin, we didn't get any new Power Ranger figures in 2024, right? Maybe a Super 7, Mezco, maybe. Well, those hadn't even come out. Third party? Yeah, but my number 6 is not a Power Rangers figure, but it is a Power Rangers adjacent figure, if you will. My number 6 is the Legend of the White Dragon figure. Came in a 2-pack with Dragon Prime, I feel like his name is. The movie still hasn't come out yet. It was a fan funding project, and it did face setbacks with Jason David Frank's unfortunate passing. But this figure is very special to me because Jason David Frank, none of us are perfect, but he loved the fans, he loved Power Rangers, and he wanted to bring the fans this kind of movie. They had to go kind of an indie route with it because, he couldn't get backing from either party that ever owned Power Rangers, whether it be Saban or Hasbro. So they went this route to kind of do his own story that, it was his passion project. And Valiverse did these 2 figures, and they did them perfectly, in my opinion. Vala made a point to make them the same scale as Lightning Collection. The peg's the same size, so you can swap out heads, so you can put any of your Lightning Collection Jason David Frank heads on this buck if you want to. But that head sculpt is very spot on. That is very good. The texture on this figure is great. Really, both figures. It's the same mold, but both head sculpts are good. Specifically, this figure because it is the last figure we have of Jason David Frank, unfortunately. But it's just a great figure. The articulation's amazing. It's right there on par with the best Lightning Collection figures, and I absolutely love this one. That is why the Legend of the White Dragon figure from Valiverse is my number 6 figure of 2024. And we were talking Power Ranger adjacent with number 6, so going number 5, we're going to keep it nostalgic. Let's keep it 90s, and let's talk about Nacelle's Biker Mice from Mars figures. Specifically, my number 5 is Modo, because that was my favorite character, my favorite figure of the original figures from the 90s. I loved these figures growing up. They hold a very sentimental place in my heart because I remember, getting to pick them all out one at a time from, I think it was Kmart when I was younger. So I had the regular 3, I had their variants. I never had the bikes, but I had all the figures, and I remember at a very young age getting them. So that's just a core memory for me as far as picking out toys. I played with these things until they fell apart and broke. And I was kind of worried with Nacelle making these. I didn't know what the quality was going to be like. But I have to say, for that $35 price point, the joints are so smooth. The plastic's great quality. The paint's good. The accessories are great. I love it. I love it. I was kind of worried that the plastic was going to be kind of brittle, kind of like Super 7 or NECA-ish. No shade to, if you love those lines. But, I'm speaking truth here. I was worried about it, but the plastic's great.
The figures are great, the paint's great, accessories are great. I can't say enough good things about them. So that's why Moto from Nacelle's Biker Mice from Mars line is my number 5 figure of 2024. And coming in at number 4, we're coming over to the Marvel side of things. Now, this is a Marvel Legends shelf, but my number 4 is not a Marvel Legends. It is the Mafex Winter Soldier Captain America. I love this figure. I love this suit. Love all the accessories. I'm not a big Mafex collector because, I try to, pick and choose. I pick and choose. It's some pretty high price points there. You're looking at, it's depending on where you get it from, you're looking at anywhere between 70 to 100 and 100 something a figure. So, like I said, pick and choose some favorite characters. And this is my mind's eye of Cap. This is right here with, this is better than my Marvel Legends, like Worthy Cap up there. Different movies, different representations, but man, this figure is just great. Mafex knocked it out of the park with this one, and he scales good with Legends, as you can see here. It's kind of like a hodgepodge Avengers shelf. So, I would say if you want a great MCU Cap, you cannot go wrong with this guy. He comes with 2 different shields, extra hands, he can hold the helmet there, extra heads. This is a great MCU Captain America, and I would recommend it to anybody. So that's why number 4 is the Mafex Winter Soldier Captain America. All right, so we're getting into my creme de la creme, if you will, now of my top 3 of 2024. So we're coming over here to the anime shelves. Specifically, we're going to go up to the very top and look at the YuGiOh figures, and my number 3 has got to be the SH Monster Arts Blue Eyes White Dragon from Tamashii Nations, Bandai, whatever you want to call it, multiple different names. But this thing is absolutely amazing. Very intricate flight stand right there. And you see, I've got the Blue Eyes White Dragon card right there propped up on it. The white lightning effect that he shoots, is the name of his attack, is a pain in the butt to put together. It's basically just like a Dragon Ball Kamehameha effect. It's a pain in the butt, but this is an amazing figure. The articulation is on point. The paint, just everything about it. I love this thing. It's, it's not huge, but it's big enough. You can see it fits in really good with the rest of my YuGiOh figures up here. Red Eyes is great too, and that came out this year, but I just have to give it to Blue Eyes, man. Blue Eyes is awesome. I'm nostalgic for YuGiOh. I grew up playing it with my cousins and friends and everything, playing card games, and this is great, and I cannot wait for Dark Magician to come out this year. But Blue Eyes White Dragon from SH Monster Arts is definitely my number 3 figure of 2024. Alright, so my runner-up figure of the year is still going to be over here at the anime shelf, but it's going to be down here at the Dragon Ball Z SH Figure Arts. It is the new Super Saiyan Teen Gohan. This figure is awesome. It's that smaller buck. It's like still a 3.0 mold. Comes with a first ever in the Dragon Ball Z SH Figure Arts line, that cloth wired goods on the cape right there. It's awesome. Good quality. I know some people don't like how it leads into the rubber. I think some might have had some QC issues. Mine's fine. Mine's great. You get different face sculpts, 2 different head sculpts with the hair. So you can see I've got the windswept hair there, and I have the second head up here on this Dragon Ball Evolve Vegeta body. So it works perfect on that to recreate that kind of hyperbolic time chamber look that Gohan had. So the fact that it comes with 2 whole heads, not just all the different face plates, but you get the different hair looks too, that is awesome. Really the only thing that could have made this release better would be the Super Saiyan 2 head, but it wouldn't have been too accurate because he was kind of beat up. His clothes were a little dirtied. You can see I've got the demoniacal fit version right there. But anyway, so yes, Super Saiyan Gohan from SH Figure Arts, definitely my number 2. Alright guys, so my number 1 figure of 2024 definitely has to be, well, it would be Captain Carrot, but I've been told on multiple occasions Captain Carrot technically came out in 2023. I didn't get it till 2024, so just know Captain Carrot would be number 1, and it would change up this whole list for me. I absolutely love this figure. The regular one is better than the Platinum, in my opinion, but it's a great figure. I love it, but due to technicalities, my number 1 is a different figure that would still be on this list, even if Captain Carrot was number 1. Como the Isles down here would be number 2, but he's number 1. Como of the Isles is a Savage Crucible figure. You see I also have the Royal Guard here. Savage Crucible is a amazing up-and-coming line from Harbinger Studios, I believe it's called. These figures are great. The detail, the paint, watch out for those spikes. The biggest drawback are the ankles and the feet. You see mine are standing right now, but they do tend to fall over. There's something about the feet, man. They're just loose. They are doing replacement feet that you can go online and order. They're only charging like $1. But if you order through the Kickstarter, I think you get them for free. So there's that. I'm going to replace mine eventually. But man, everything about this figure, the accessories, just look at that detail. The sculpt, the texture, the paint, just that sword is absolutely amazing. Look at that. This figure, just something about it, man. I picked it up in person at Retro Toy Con in November. You know, the Royal Guard was my first, dipping my toe into them, and I loved it so much. But ever since I got Como of the Isles, like, it just makes the Royal Guard look not as good to me, because this thing is just amazing. And he fits in perfectly with my Legions. I love it, man. This is what toy collecting's all about. You have your nostalgic stuff, but you also have the new stuff that just blows you away. The poses this guy can get into, they're just amazing. I'm really excited to see what this company does going forward, and I love it, man. When I first opened it, I just couldn't put it down. It stayed at my desk for a while, but that's it. Como of the Isles, number 1 figure of 2024 that I picked up. So that's my list. Let me know down below, what's your list? Because all our lists are going to be different. We all collect different things. We all have different tastes. So this guy almost made my list right there. He's an awesome figure too. But that's it, guys. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned every Saturday night for our Collecting Justified live stream at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, I appreciate you guys.